Hey guys, it's Matt and Charity with YoHo Disney, and we're going to give you our top 10 restaurants in Walt Disney World. So before we start, I am drinking Jack's Effects, one of our Disney cocktails from the blog, and Charity is...
It's Olaf's Hug. It's one of my favorites. It's so cute. You have his little buttons and his little nose. It's a coconut cream martini, so it's really yummy. So if I start chewing on coconut, it's because...
Gnawing on it.
Gnawing. It's because I get a little piece of coconut. It's very good.
And his little buttons are really cute. They're like little, what do you call them?
Chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, these are both really easy to make, so go check out the blog. You can find them in the show notes too, the recipes and all that.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Top 10 restaurants in Walt Disney World from our opinion. So, we can go anywhere in Walt Disney World, right? Table service, counter service, Disney Springs, parks, all that different stuff. The only rule is...
We've had to eat in there.
We have to have eaten there in the past.
Right, so...
So whether it's like with me and my family, or both of us together.
Right, we just haven't eaten there. It's like we can't be like, oh, one of my favorites is this one, but I've never eaten there.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah,
that's not.
Yeah, so that can't make it on our list.
Okay. The other fun part is, Charity made her list, and I made my list, and we haven't seen each other's list. So
right.
we're gonna find out like how many of my top 10 are on hers, and vice versa. So here we go.
Right.
Starting with number 10.
We do have some honorable mentions. Are we going to do those first?
We'll do the honorable mentions at the end. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Honorable mentions at the end. Starting with number 10. Here we go. You want to start?
I'll go first.
Okay, go first.
Okay, so my number 10 is at Disney Springs, and it's Earl of Sandwich. The Earl of Sandwich is 10 on my list because my favorite one that they have is the Thanksgiving.
Oh, the holiday
Thanksgiving. It's like turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce and gravy, and it's like this big.
It's pretty amazing.
Like, Thanksgiving meal on a sandwich.
You like to do that at the holidays though. Like she likes to like stuff everything leftovers from Thanksgiving and Christmas. I mean, literally.
I've been doing it for years.
Cranberry sauce,
so ahead of Earl's
stuffing. She was doing that way before Earl's Sandwich, but
yeah. So that's my number 10.
That's a good number 10.
Yeah.
That did not make my list, so that's a good one.
Okay.
So I do love that sandwich.
Yeah.
But did not make my list. My number 10 is Pecos Bill Tall Tale Indian Cafe at Magic Kingdom. Partially just because I love the fixings bar. Like when you like get your burger or your taco salad, I mean you can literally put anything you want in there.
That is kind
I
of
like
fun.
options.
Yeah, that's fun to go over there.
Yeah, and we love to like stuff everything on jalapenos and stuff like that. So that made my top 10. And plus it's a good cheap meal. So we can typically share because we have like 4 kids. So
we're always looking for to share.
Yeah. So it's a good place to like get like a decent priced meal in the Magic Kingdom and be able to share with your family. So Pecos Bill Tall. So number 10, Earl Sandwich, Pecos Bill Cafe.
Earl Sandwich is at
Disney Springs. We're still getting used to that.
Yeah.
Okay, on to number 9. Here we go. Go ahead.
My number 9 is Chef Mickey's. Does that make your list?
It made my honorable mention. So Chef Mickey's was on my honorable mention.
Okay.
I do love Chef Mickey's.
I did. I just like that we were able to like look out over the Magic Kingdom and all that stuff like from our table when we were eating there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We did have a great view. Like we were right in the corner.
Yeah,
that's true.
View.
And the food is pretty good.
I don't know if that was the food so much as it was that you got to see all the classic characters and then the view of.
It's the breakfast and. Yeah, the characters that makes it. You're gonna see a theme in mine. I will say that you're gonna see a theme across it. Okay. We can figure out what that is at 5.
All right, let's find out what your theme is. 9.
All right, number 9 for me was Tusker House at Animal Kingdom.
Oh, I did not. That did not make it on mine.
So the Spitfire
really
sirloin at Tusker House is amazing, and we love ethnic food. Like we love African food and Mediterranean cuisine. So
what's funny is that's another classic Disney character dining.
It is classic Disney character dining. Yeah,
so
Donald,
the same
Mickey.
Thing there.
Yep. Pluto came by. We went there for Christian, our youngest birthday last time we were there, and he loved it. He was 4, no 3. We're horrible.
Terrible.
He was.
He turned a number.
Yeah, he was young.
I think it was 2. It was 2.
No,
he turned 2.
Babe, he was not a year and a half old walking around the Magic Kingdom. He turned 3. I'm telling you.
3.
Yeah, because he was talking pretty well.
Okay.
We'll go with 3. We'll look it up and put it in the show notes. Anyway, moving on. That's a good character dining, though.
Yeah,
really
it
good
is.
character
It is a
dining.
good one.
We love character dining, obviously. Because we
That's
have
at
4
Animal
kids.
Kingdom. Yeah.
Animal Kingdom, Tusker House. So
And-
moving on.
Yeah. My Chef Mickey's is at the Contemporary Resort.
Yes, Contemporary Chef Mickey. So moving on to number 8.
8.
Go ahead.
My number 8 was the Coral Reef.
Oh wow, I completely forgot about that.
Yes.
Wow,
Got one on you.
that was a great one.
That was a great one.
I forgot we even ate there.
Yeah.
wow.
Did you get to see all the fish?
Yeah.
Like you're living, like you're eating in a aquarium.
That was during our honeymoon or engagement? That was during our honeymoon.
No, that was with our family.
Okay, never mind. That was, we've been a lot, okay?
You don't remember. You
But
don't remember.
I forgot we even ate there, to be
Yeah.
honest. That was a good spot.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't even remember the food there.
I don't remember
but
the food either. I just remember it was
the
like
atmosphere was pretty
the
awesome.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I think that's what most of mine are. Well, our little sandwich, but most of mine are pretty much like the atmosphere, I think.
Okay. All right, so moving to number 8 on my list, it is. Drum roll, please. Not really, because we're still
Okay.
really low on the list. Tangerine Cafe at Epcot. One of my favorites. So if you like Restaurant Marrakesh and Epcot, when you guys are going to see this on a future video, but one of our hidden gems, Morocco.
That made it
We
my
love
honorable
Morocco.
mention.
Did it?
That was my honorable mention, yeah.
So Tangerine Cafe has the best. They have a lamb. It's like a gyro, but it's called like a lamb wrap, and it's got tabbouleh and hummus with it, and it's amazing.
So good.
And it's a cheap meal. That's probably one of the cheapest meals in Epcot.
Yeah. If you like ethnic food and want to try something different,
Yeah.
that's a great place to try
It is a great place,
Yeah.
and it's quick, and hardly anybody's ever there. Anytime
Yeah.
we've been there, like nobody's in there.
Yeah, we're kind of doing it by
People
ourselves.
must not be digging that ethnic food. I don't know what
They
it
just
is,
don't
but
know. They just don't know.
I gotta get with it. All right. Anyway, so that's my number 8, Tangerine
Yep.
Cafe.
And then Coral Reef.
Morocco and Epcot. Coral Reef for her.
Yep.
So moving on to number
7. Mine is Le Cellier Steakhouse in Canada.
Okay. Did make my list.
That didn't make your
It
list?
did
Oh, it did make your
my
list.
list.
Okay.
A little higher.
That was my number 7.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I
And that
would-
was definitely the food, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure. I mean, it had
Based
the
on
atmosphere
it.
was cool too, but the food
Yeah.
was really
The
good.
food, yeah.
I'll wait to talk about that one because that is on my list. A little further up.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 7 for me was Columbia Harbor House at Magic Kingdom in Liberty Square. That is probably one of my favorite like quick service dining. The battered fish is unbelievable, really good, and again, that's another great place to get like a quick meal. I tried to put like some quick service, like sneak them in there
Yeah.
to help out with some budgets. Because the
He's on
Cellier, it's
a
like
budget.
$55 per steak.
Yeah, well, let's get the dining plan.
Well, this is true. Visit us at, no, I'm just kidding. YoHo.com, we can book your travel. No, just kidding. So, anyway, yeah, Columbia Harbor House was my number 7.
Okay.
Again, good quick meal. They got the chicken nuggets and
Yeah.
the whole works, but there's some really good healthy options at Columbia Harbor House too. If you can get past the annoying guy ringing the door, or ringing the bell at the door, like as you're walking in, it's a good place to eat.
Yeah. Well, mine's Le Cellier in Canada. It's
Okay.
fancy.
It is fancy. Fancy versus counter service. Oh,
Yeah.
great views of the parade from Harbor House too.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, it's kind of right there. Like
Yeah.
you can eat and then like get right
kinda,
there. And
sorta, not
that's
really.
what we ate before.
Yeah,
Remember?
that's true.
Of course, stepped on your phone and broke it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Moving on. Number 6.
Number 6. Speaking of seeing the parade, my number 6 is Tony's Town Square.
That made my list too.
We
Actually,
watched
no, it didn't.
We watched the parade from there. We sat out on the
We did. We
deck and the
sat
parade
out.
came through and we got to eat.
It's like terrace or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so it's in Magic Kingdom, like right in the town square when you first come into Magic Kingdom. It's like over to the right. And we sat out on the deck or whatever it's called, the patio, whatever it's called. And we got to watch
Yeah, I
the
don't know,
parade
it's
go
called
by.
terrace or
It just
whatever.
happened to be the
Yeah, it was a good timing. We didn't even plan it actually. We were hungry as soon as we got there and we're like, hey, we forgot to make a dining reservation, to be honest. And that was the only thing available.
Yeah. I loved it
The
though.
food, yeah, the food was decent, and our waiter was great.
He was really
Like,
great, and I
super
just
nice.
that was the first time I realized that they do like hidden Mickeys all the time. Because I remember I asked for like a sauce, and he brought out 3 sauces and to make a Mickey head.
Yeah, and
I'm
we're
like,
oh,
hidden Mickey! And that was the first time we're like, oh, they probably do that for
yeah,
every
it
time.
wasn't just us. We felt really special.
We did.
And watching the parade was really cool.
That
Because
was
we
fun.
weren't expecting that, and it just happened to be, it was a 3 o'clock parade, I think.
Probably, yeah.
And we just happened to be there, and it was like perfect.
Yeah.
So,
So that's a good place if you want to
That's
eat
a good
and
one.
watch the parade.
my number 6 is Be Our Guest. Did it make your list?
Made my list.
It did?
A little
Okay.
higher up.
So Be Our Guest is my number 6. The reason it's like so far down on my list is just because atmosphere is really cool. Like the,
It's the
you know,
atmosphere for sure.
yeah, like seeing the transformation in the room and stuff. It's
Yeah.
really cool, and the experience of like getting your food, going through the line, getting your food, and like the way they do that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the food was good, but like
Yeah, I
it
don't
wasn't
know if the
great.
food was,
I mean,
like, the best.
it's definitely about experience
Yeah.
there. No, the food wasn't bad. I mean, it was good, but we
Yeah.
waited. We didn't have a reservation. We waited in line for probably an hour, I would say, which isn't bad. I've heard people
been
like
worse,
much
yeah.
worse, but
yeah.
it was definitely it was worth it. I would do it again.
Yeah.
So
With
number 6 for me,
reservation.
Be Our Guest. Number 6 for Charity,
Tony's Town Square, both in Magic Kingdom.
both in Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Moving on to number 5.
5. My number 5 is the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater.
My number 5 is Sci-Fi.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Sci-Fi. I did it there. Boom.
Boom.
So this probably is a little bit because of for like nostalgia purposes. I'm
Yeah.
assuming, yeah.
Just because it's the experience again.
It's definitely
We
experience.
went
I
on
mean,
our honeymoon.
We went on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And again, it's atmosphere experience. It's like traditional Americana food,
Yeah.
burgers and stuff.
Fries.
The milkshakes are really good. I remember
Yeah.
getting a milkshake. But just like sitting in little cars and like
Yeah.
watching it's definitely fun.
Yeah.
And like if you've got kids, like absolutely go. Like they will eat it up. Like we'll definitely go there with the kids next time we go.
Yeah. For sure.
That's so cool. Our
Yeah.
number 5 was just like I was wondering if any of these were gonna be the same. What? Okay. Anyway. So
And
well,
that
that was
is-
quick.
And that is
That is
at
in Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
Which I didn't make as many changes there. Well, that's for a different video.
It's a different video. Okay, number 4.
Go ahead.
My number 4 is Cinderella's Royal Table.
Okay, we're getting closer.
We're getting closer?
Yeah, we're getting closer. Mine was not. It's on my list.
Okay, that was number 4. Okay, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Hollywood Brown Derby.
That was gonna be on my list. I didn't know where to put
You
it.
did what?
Yeah, I just.
That's like a
I
honeymoon
know!
destination.
That was such a good
So
one too.
we went to
and I'm like,
Hollywood Brown Derby on our honeymoon, and we didn't really drink yet at that point.
what?
So I remember getting we got a screwdriver, didn't we?
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got like this fruity drink, and we're like, we were like, oh, we're drinking because I had just turned 21.
Yeah, we're babies.
Yeah. Anyway, but the Cobb salad is amazing. I don't know what else we got, but I do remember the Cobb salad. That was 12 years ago. 12 years ago yesterday.
Yesterday.
Our anniversary
Well,
was yesterday.
Yesterday, as we're recording it, like this is probably not.
Okay, yesterday as we were recording it.
Today.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's close enough. But
12
that
years
holds
ago.
a little bit of nostalgia for
Yeah.
us, just because we.
That was fun. That was a
Honeymoon
good
is
one.
fun. Yeah. And what was yours?
Oh, my number
Cinderella.
is Cinderella's Royal Table, which was when we got engaged. The night
Yeah.
we got engaged, we had that.
Oh, that's a great restaurant. So I'll save. You want to talk any about that? Because I'll save mine. It's on my list.
Is it on your
Yes,
list?
it's on my list.
Well, I'm sure you probably got notes all up in your phone.
I do got some notes. But
I just liked it because it was like in the castle. It's like part of like the heart of Disney World.
yeah, you
like,
can't.
it just,
I mean, you're eating in Cinderella's castle. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't really beat that.
we didn't have a character dining though. It wasn't character when we were there.
No, it wasn't. It was just a restaurant.
Yeah.
And if you guys watched our last video from our Disney love story, it holds a little special place in our. That's why I made it higher up on my list personally. And I'll tell you
Four.
when. But because that's the night I proposed to Charity, we ate at Cinderella's Royal Table, and then went outside watched fireworks. I proposed to her. She said yes. We had 4 kids,
What?
and here we are. All right.
Here we are.
Anyway,
Okay.
that was number 4, right?
That was number 4. So number 3.
Number 3.
Trace.
Okay, that was really poor. Spanish. Anyway.
My number 3 is Be Our Guest.
Okay.
So that's what
Yeah.
was a little higher up on mine. The kids, I think it was just mainly, especially for the kids.
The kids did love it.
That the room, the rose
transformation
room. It was a great experience.
Yeah, the kids were really into it. They like stood there in amazement.
Yeah.
I remember Karis and Hunter were just
yeah,
like,
and once again, I don't remember the food so much. It was a little much, trying to order and get everybody in with all the kids. But just once we sat down, we got to really enjoy the environment. So that's why it was higher up on my list.
My number 3 is Cinderella's Royal Table, which we've already talked about. So
yeah,
we got another matching one. Not the same one, but close enough.
Yeah.
Number 3. So, all right, number 2. We're getting close.
All right, number 2. You go first this time.
2.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Boma Flavors of Africa. Is it yours?
No, it's not. But mine's after shoot.
That was on my honorable mention.
Really?
No, wait. It didn't make my list.
It didn't make your list.
I thought I had it on
Mine's
my honorable mention.
Akershush.
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 Is that how you pronounce it?
Akershush.
Akershush.
I hope so.
Akershush. Akershush.
It's in Norway at Epcot. It is
Another theme, like,
character.
you're noticing a theme. We love the character dining.
Character dining, and
The kids love it.
It was, but then you also got to try Norwegian food or ethnic food.
A lot of
that was, different.
ethnic food, which we love again.
Yeah.
And all the Disney princesses, not all of them, but like a select number of Disney princesses, depending on the day.
Yeah.
We're all about like getting a lot of your characters out of the way at like
especially with
dinner.
young kids.
Yeah, so you don't have to stand in line with kids. Just get the food out of the way.
2 for 1.
And the characters out of the way because the kids can eat and see the characters.
Yep.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Boom. Yeah. So that was mine. So mine was food and characters though. It was. Yeah. I remember the food was good.
So my number 2 was Boma. And Boma, we absolutely it's probably one of our absolute favorites on.
Okay, I have to say that was my number 1.
You're moving to number 1 already? You can't say yet.
Oh.
Ah, she ruined everything. So, well, we'll wrap it up here.
Fine. Well, you're gonna go on about Boma, and I'm like, that's my number 1.
I'm just saying, like, I won't talk much more about it. Boma is great. I'll let her talk about it at number 1, but we love ethnic food, and we literally tried everything. I felt sick after I left there.
I know, we've been there a couple times even.
Yeah, we have. We've eaten there twice. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to number 1. Okay. All right, here we go. Moving on to number 1.
Cheesy.
I'm gonna go first because we already know what yours is.
And mine.
So obviously hers is number 1 is Boma, which was my number 2. So
that's pretty close.
That is definitely one of our favorites.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to think of something like from Boma that I loved, but I loved it all.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all so good. Even from the like meats to the desserts to.
It's kind of belly up to the buffet.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But luckily at Disney you get to walk off everything. That's why we love to stuff ourselves at Disney because we walk like 20 miles a day. So
and that's at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
It's an Animal Kingdom Lodge, yes.
Yeah, the resort. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 1. Here we go.
Number 1.
Her Boma. Mine is Le Cellier. That's my favorite. I love steak. I really love steak. It was a tough one. Like, it was really tough to keep these top 10.
That's a good one.
Because you think, like, I love ethnic food, but at the same time, like, the filet mignon at Le Cellier was unbelievable.
You can't beat that.
So let me read to you what Le Cellier filet mignon includes. It is AAA Canadian beef tenderloin, mushroom risotto, heirloom toy box tomatoes with a truffle butter sauce. Are you kidding me? Like,
such a man.
It was amazing.
You might hate.
It was so good. Like, it was another one of those places where I like waddled out.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. But
good.
It was really good. Anyway, so that's my number 1. It's in the Canadian Pavilion at World Showcase at Epcot. Mm-hmm. But seriously, it was really, really difficult to come up with this.
It was so hard.
I didn't think it was going to be this hard.
Oh, I love that place too. I mean, even some of the stuff you put on your list, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about that.
So my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Let me tell you my honorable mentions.
I only have 2.
So I had Chef Mickey's as an honorable mention, which we talked about.
Yeah.
I had Yak and Yeti's as an honorable mention.
I thought about that one. So
Yak and Yeti's the food was good, but it was pretty typical like Oriental cuisine. And
and it didn't have a big like experience. So much.
It wasn't like a unbelievable experience, and the
Yeah.
food was good, but it's not anything you couldn't get at like
Yeah.
PF Chang's or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that made my honorable mention. Though. Crystal Palace was another honorable mention for me,
yeah.
which is again character dining.
Yeah, it is
In the Magic
dining.
Kingdom, it's like really bright and open, lots of like natural light and really good food.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's Pooh characters. Yeah, so great for the kids when they're young.
We
They're
went for
kind of
breakfast.
over Pooh now, so like I don't know if it would be
Yeah.
as good now. Anyway,
Karis had a meltdown, so I didn't
Oh,
really
it's
get to
horrible.
experience most of it because I was like carrying her back and forth to the bathroom because she was like screaming and crying and
yeah, it was bad. Like
It was bad.
it was one of the moments you're like, we're definitely parents right here. And then another honorable mention for me was Tony's Town Square. So I made my honorable mention
on list too.
Yep.
So I had 2 honorable mentions, and that was the Tangerine from Morocco Pavilion, and then San Angel.
San Angel. Yeah.
San Angel Inn at Mexico Pavilion.
We ate there on our honeymoon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a great atmosphere. Like,
That's like you feel
the
like you're
food's
outside.
like okay
Yeah.
Mexican cuisine, but
You
the
feel like
atmosphere
you're
is so
outside
cool. Yeah.
and you're like under the night
With
sky.
the
and
El
then-
Rio del Tiempo.
Yeah, and then when you get done or before, you can go and you can like ride the little ride through there and
Yeah.
see the
With the 3 caballeros.
3 Caballeros. I like that one. So
Yeah, that
was
is
on
a
my
good
honorable mention.
So that's our top 10 list, again, where we've eaten. So we'd love to hear you guys' suggestions, maybe that wasn't on our list. We're going to be there twice this year. So anywhere that you want to suggest that we would eat when we go next time, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this video down here.
Yep.
Thumbs up,
Thumbs up.
and we will see you guys next time. Cheers!
Cheers. Oh.